How's it going, people? Everyone doing all right out there? I just got a dental procedure done. Spent the earlier part of the day. Cleaning. Uh, this is gonna sound silly, but it felt very good and sad at the same time. But it felt very good to clean, my space up, do a little bit of decluttering. Uh, did a little bit of decluttering, got my space cleaned up a bit. You guys see the bottom teeth? Bottom teeth are looking a little better. That's all a guy like me could ask for. All a guy like me could ask for is for them to look a little bit better than they were. I look a bit less mouthy than I did before, and that's all a guy like me can ask for. That's all an impoverished gentleman like me can ask for, is to have a bit less of a meth mouth going on. See? They're a bit straighter. They're a bit less crooked. And that's all a fellow like me could ask for, is to have teeth that are a little bit less crooked. Do you guys want to see... You guys want to see my childhood GameStop? I could show you my childhood GameStop. I could. But I don't trust you with it. I could give you an audio experience, maybe. Maybe I could give you an audio experience. Maybe I could give you an audio experience of my childhood GameStop. It was quite a time. At my childhood GameStop. The highlight of my day. Oh, hey, hello. So I got some work done. The bottom row of teeth are no longer, one of the bottom front teeth are no longer broken. And that's all a guy like me could ask for. My teeth are still stained and crooked, but relatively speaking, I'm not in bad shape, all things considered. Oh, wow. They closed the Jimmy John's down here. No, that was Panera Bread. No, they're making it a Panera Bread. It was a Jimmy John's, and they're making it a Panera Bread. Is the GameStop closed? Oh no. They closed my childhood GameStop. To be expected. That's sad. They closed my darn childhood GameStop. Wow. My childhood GameStop is closed, guys. Who would have thought? That a pizza place would be here, but my childhood GameStop would be closed? So sad. That's two of my childhood GameStops that are closed, all things considered. That's two of my childhood GameStops that are closed. I'm really becoming an old man. I'm really getting up there in years. I'm really becoming a weird old guy. It's not man, the dang vitamin shop outlasted my childhood GameStop. Was a young lad when this GameStop was still open, people. I was a young fella when this GameStop was still open. It closed. That's just reading the sign here. Here, hold on. Yeah, things don't last forever, but the old childhood GameStop. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. This was the one that was near the home, you know? This was the one that was near the home. Sad sight, sad sight. But things don't last forever, you know? This is what I mean when I say you got to appreciate things while you have them. Because who would have thought that, I could have thought, really. We all have heard the rumors that physical gaming media is a thing of the past. You know, we've all heard the rumor that physical gaming media is a thing of the past. The old adage that all you're getting nowadays when you buy physical gaming media. The old adage that all you get nowadays when you buy physical gaming media is a license to download the game. We've all heard that. We've all heard that physical gaming media is going out of style. But when you see it, that really hits close to home. That really lets you know that the times have changed. That was a real the times have changed moment, you know? That was a real the times have changed moment. That was a real it doesn't hit close to home until it happens kind of thing. But you know, that's crazy. I probably picked up so many legendary games from that GameStop. I probably picked up entire consoles that gave me a lot of joy over the years there. I probably picked up it's hard to explain. I probably picked up, who knows there, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Saints Row, I mean, you name it. Grand Theft Auto 4, might have gotten Grand Theft Auto 4 there. The UFC games, like the classic UFC games, I might have gotten those there. Dead Rising, physical copies of Dead Rising, Mario games, got Nintendo DS games there. Probably got legendary Nintendo DS games and Nintendo Wii games there. Probably got Super Mario Galaxy there. I mean, probably got Mario Kart Wii there or something like that. Who knows? The point is that I got a lot of legendary video games. I physically picked copies of them when I was younger with my mom. my mom would buy them for me. Obviously, my mom would pick up copies of. Probably got Fallout New Vegas there, or I might have been moved out of here, but I got some good video games from that GameStop. This is what I mean when I say I'm the ghost of gaming YouTube's past. That really hits close to home. That was a sad sight. But GameStop's not gone. That location is. But that's, you hoped those things would be there for generations. You hoped things like that would be there for generations, and it's gone. It's gone. At least my mouth's looking a bit better. My smile's looking a bit better, though. Sorry, Maggie. I'm sorry that you're gone, Maggie, but my smile is looking a little bit better. See? My smile's looking a little bit better. I'm smiling because you'd want me to keep going, Maggie. I'm smiling because you'd want me to keep going, Maggie. Man, they got rid of the Cypress Woods GameStop. They got rid of the old Cypress Woods GameStop. Savor physical gaming media while you have it. Savor physical gaming media while you have it. I'm telling you. We thought this was going to be here forever. It don't even mean what it used to mean. It only means what it used to mean to us. You can't tell me that Ocarina of Time means the same thing to younger people, even if they respect the gaming generations that have come and gone. I am literally the ghost of gaming YouTube's past, okay? My darn childhood GameStop is gone. That means more to me than I could explain. But my childhood GameStop is gone. And there's not even a chatter here to go through it with me. All I am is lucky to be able to record it, and then maybe other people will see it and share in the moment with me. But let's pay some respects. Let's pay some respects to my childhood GameStop. It's gone. My childhood GameStop is gone. Let's pay some respects for it. That's, man. That's a loss. That's a real loss. The childhood GameStop being gone. I had a childhood gaming store that was within walking distance of my house, and it was like a small business or something, and there was a stereotypical geek, there was a stereotypical geek that ran the counter there at my non-GameStop game store that was close to my house. I went to about every game store in town, don't get me wrong. I went to about every game store in town, but there was some years there where that GameStop, I probably got Halo ODST. I probably got Halo ODST at that GameStop. That's crazy. I was probably watching Darkside Phil and Only Use Me Blade. I was probably watching Only Use Me Blade when that GameStop was open. And it's gone now. Man. The good times don't roll forever, man. The good times don't roll forever. This is real sad stuff. This is real sad stuff here. You know, you don't need to offer me condolences. Time heals all wounds. You don't need to offer me condolences, but, you know, I'm sharing this moment with you guys. I'm sharing this moment with you guys. It's up to you to appreciate it or not, but I know there's people out there that resonate with that. I know I'm not alone. I know there's people out there that resonate with that, and I'm not the only one. I was getting Nintendo Power magazines delivered to my house from GameStop. I was getting Nintendo Power, and that was my way of paying homage to the gaming generations that came before me. I was paying homage to the gaming generations that came before me by having my mom get me a Nintendo Power magazine subscription. That was my way of having my brother close to heart, because my brother didn't live with me. My older brother didn't really live with me much of my time growing up. And having a Nintendo Power, my video game obsession stemmed from memories of playing video games with my brother before he disappeared. I was so into video games because I wanted to be better than my older brother. And I didn't end up being better than my older brother, in my opinion. In my opinion, I never ended up being better than my older brother. And my video game habits were a way for me to keep my brother around, because I had my brother's hand-me-downs, and my brother's hand-me-downs were a way to have my brother with me when my brother wasn't around. My separation anxiety is because I miss my brother a lot. When I was growing up. And I always wanted to be better than my older brother, but I needed his help to beat so many video games. There was so many video games that were too hard for me, and I needed my brother to help me beat them. And after my brother disappeared, my my video game habits were a way to have my brother around, and my using of THC is a way to be like my brother. That was what it was. My using of THC was a way to be rebellious like my brother. My childhood image of my brother was that my brother was an edgy, rebellious guy when he was in high school. My brother was an edgy, rebellious guy that, liked to have a laugh. Liked to have a laugh. Liked to get people laughing. And after my brother disappeared, after my brother disappeared on me when I was young, I don't know what age. I want to say maybe 6, 7 years old, maybe 6 or 7 years old. My brother's video game playing, and the funny thing is, my brother doesn't even play video games as an adult. That's the real funny thing. The real funny thing is that my brother doesn't even really play video games as an adult like he used to when he was young, when he was in high school and around me. And he probably never played video games as much as I remember. And that was probably just my thing. But my way of keeping my brother around after my brother disappeared on me when I was like 6 or 7, and I've reconnected with him obviously, but like my way of keeping my brother around is the video game habit that became this channel eventually. That was my way of keeping my brother around after he disappeared on me when I was probably very early on in elementary school. It had to have been the early 2000s because of when I was born. When I was born, it had to have been in the early 2000s, so probably 2001 or 2000. He disappeared on me for like 5 or 6 years. My brother disappeared on me for about 5 or 6 years, and then it's not an everyday thing when I hear from or see my brother. We got a mobility scooter guy here. Not to dox myself, but we do have a mobility scooter guy here because I know some of you people know about Mobility Mary and stuff like that, and we got a mobility scooter guy here. Not to photograph him for too long, but we got our own Mobility Mary here, and that's not anything against people that are in mobility scooters. He's not mean or anything. He's not Mobility Mary in the sense that Mobility Mary was known for freaking out on people. He's just a guy in a mobility scooter, and he's been around here for years, and that was nothing against him. I'm not a guy that has anything against people in mobility scooters. I was just saying we got our own. I've seen that guy around is what I was saying. I've seen that guy around. I've seen that guy around. I have seen that guy around. He just starts singing like the music that fucking what's her name listens to, fucking Vegan Patriot or whatever. The library. I should spend some time. I should spend some time at the library because it doesn't mean I can't visit, but my days here are numbered. Um, you know, everyone's are. Everyone's days are numbered, but I should spend a little bit of time at the library. You know, I should spend a little bit of time at the library. My teeth are a bit less grotesque. My teeth are a bit less grotesque. You know, I'm still an ugly fella. I'm still an ugly fella, but my teeth are a bit less grotesque. You know, if you guys were around, if any of you guys were around when I filmed the last election here at the library, if any of you guys were around for that, this is the same place we were at that stream where I was walking around filming what the election was like here at the library. I came here to this library with my brother. I came here to this library with my brother when when my brother was still around. I came here to the library with my brother when me and my brother lived together when we were both not adults. And yeah. Yeah, I guess there's a no loitering sign here. I guess there's a ye old no loitering sign here, but we're still gonna, yeah, memories and all that. Because we just found out that they closed my old childhood GameStop, so shot of the library a little bit. We were here last time we were here was when I did that stream where I filmed what the election was like a little bit from the parking lot here after I voted. But why not? You know? The used to come here with my brother. So why not, you know? The they got bricks here that were from donations that people and organizations made when they I don't know if it was when they built this place or what, but they got bricks here with organizations probably donated to build the library or something. Could be. When what's it called? When I was a kid, I don't think the when I was a kid, I don't think this AstroTurf was here. I don't know. I don't know the cause or origin of this AstroTurf or anything, and I don't think that this was here. I would say, but you know, a lot of memories. I think I played Flash computer games. They used to have like I don't know how to describe it. They used to have computers here that you could use. They used to have public access computers here, and a lot of people would come here to use the internet, like a little internet cafe or something. They had like a little internet cafe in there once upon a time, and the design of this place, and even a lot of the design of this place, and even the design of the high school nearby, is a hallmark of a bygone era, really, so to speak, because I imagine with the amount of societal trust and the internet age we're in and everything, that they wouldn't build places like this anymore. I was having a conversation with someone about that the other day. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Get another look at the place. Things don't last forever, you know, and they don't really make places like this much anymore, in my opinion. So yeah, that was probably some bad camera work. That was probably some real bad camera work. Probably some real bad camera work and some real grainy shots. But you know, this place meant a lot to me. This place means a lot to me. And you know, let's get another look at the library here. Let's get another look at the library, because the place means a lot to me, and I don't care if I look like a weirdo. I've been coming here since I was a kid. I've been coming here since it was SpongeBob and Saturday morning cartoons for me. And, you know, I should be a bit less quiet when I'm not in my car. But this place meant a lot to me, dude. This place meant a lot to me. I was never a real bright and organized student, but this library was a way for me to come off as a bookworm to my mom, who was my mom's a very bright student. So this was a way for me to feel like less of an academic failure to my mom. This was a way to give my mom like comfort or reassurance in thinking that she had a son that was interested in academic endeavors and stuff like that. And I always wanted to calm my mom and give her reassurance, because I was always a very bad student. And yeah, I was always a bad student, and the library was a way to get my mom to think that I was interested in academic endeavors. Um, so my video game and THC habit came from wanting to be like my brother. My hyper masculinity, I guess, probably comes from trying to reassure my dad. Um, you know, there's reasons I ended up the way I am. Well, let's get out of here and get back home. Here, let's get one last look at the library as we're going around. Let's get one last look at the library as we're going around. That's where my brother went to school. And there's the library behind me. And, you know, those places meant a lot to me as a kid. When I felt trapped at home, I was like, I should be happy to live here. I got the cool library, got all the cool things to do here, bright and sunshine outside. That used to always be me. I used to always want to make my family feel okay, and now here I am as an adult, and you know, but anyway, that's been the stream, guys. That's been the stream.